Good morning, Lombard. Morning announcements are coming at ya.
Good morning out there, Lombard family. It is Wednesday, May 18th. It's the day we call Wellness Wednesday. And I'm not sounding real well, so that's not good modeling for wellness. So we better get ready to wish some Lombard students a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. We celebrate your life today. We're glad that you were born today. What we don't mean today, you know what we mean, eh? Happy birthday, happy birthday. We celebrate your life today. We're glad that you were born today. What we don't mean today, you know what we mean, eh? Happy birthday, happy birthday.
And we hope you have a very happy birthday. And now let's head outside to hear what's on the lunch menu for today.
I think it's time to get some lunch. It's time for lunch. It's time to munch, crunch, eat a bunch. It's time for lunch, not brunch. I'm starving. Lunch.
On the lunch menu for today is hamburgers, potato puffs, orange, baked beans, and your choice of milk.
Thank you for sharing what's on the lunch menu. And now for our shout outs today, we are going to celebrate our Sweet 360 classes that completed 100% of their lessons, as well as students who hit their MyPath minutes, as well as their past lessons. So let's take a look to see our celebrations and what students and classes hit their goal.
All that shout out loud. Stomp your feet to the ground. All that shout out loud. Sing them high to the cloud.
Congratulations to those following students and classes that hit our goals that we had set. It's always exciting when students can celebrate. I know last week Mrs. Jefferson's class came down and celebrated by ringing the bell. And so please take time to celebrate if you are a class or a student that made that list. I do want to give a shout out to Trace Hawkins. I love when I see great things happening in our building, and Trace found an ID that had money in it, and he right away turned it in. And I just always love when our students do the right thing, especially when no one is watching, because that's the toughest time sometimes to do the right thing. So great job, Trace. I do want to quickly review some behavior expectations.
I can follow the rules. I can follow the rules. And we'll have a good day when we follow the rules.
Our behavior expectation this week has been to remember your ID, and I think our students have made some great growth. So great job to those students remembering their ID. I do want to take a little bit of time here. I've seen just an increase in some classroom behaviors that I don't feel are acceptable, and I'm seeing students in the office that I know can do better. There is not one student in our building that I haven't had the opportunity to meet that doesn't have the ability to make great choices and create great habits that will help you be a successful not only student, but also just a human being and an adult later in life. And so I know some of you get frustrated with all the lectures, whether it be your teacher, different staff members, myself, but those lectures are to make sure that you can learn the skills and the habits, build the habits that will help you again be an adult that can have a happy and successful life. And we have some students right now that are making choices that not only are hurting yourself individually, but hurting others around you. And remember, we are a team. We are all part of the Galesburg community. We're all part of Galesburg School District, and we're all part of Lombard Middle School. I completely understand when we have dislike for others. As an adult, we run into those issues, but we have to learn the appropriate way to handle conflict, or even just maybe not being able to tolerate or like somebody. And violence and hurtful words are things that do not make our school, our community, our world a better place. And every single one of you has the ability to, again, make this place a kinder school. You have the power to make this school one that others are jealous of. It takes every single one of us to do that. And so, students, I know some of you are coming to the office. I think some of you are thinking it's funny. That's not the legacy you want to leave behind. And I know some of you, this lecture is gonna go in the ear and out the other. But I hope some of you are really thinking about what kind of legacy, what kind of footprints do you want to leave behind here at Lombard Middle School? Because starting today, you can start having your story be a positive one. And those of you that are already doing that, continue to challenge yourself. How can you influence and inspire others to leave a positive legacy? I want Lombard to be in the news and in the paper for great things. And so often it's the other things, the negative things, that end up trending. And I think we've got a pretty amazing group of human beings in our building, and I want to make sure we can share that positive story. And it takes us all as a team to make that happen. So again, those students out there that are always doing what's right, that are picking up trash in the hallways, that recognize when someone is doing something that's affecting our school, thank you so much for reporting it. Those students that are trying to learn how to cope, thank you so much for reaching out to adults to help you when you recognize yourself wanting to do something that you know could hurt yourself or others. So I just want to continue to tell our students, if you know Finding Nemo, to just keep swimming. I promise you that you can do this. And so again, either challenge yourself to keep striving to leave that positive legacy. If you're someone who's made a lot of mistakes recently, you can learn from those. This is the time to do it, because when you start to get a little older, like myself, mistakes can absolutely devastate your life. And so we want you to start now creating those good habits so all of you can be successful adults. And we will be looking forward to hearing those stories. I also want to do a couple announcements here. The STEP team, they came earlier, 6th grade. They will be coming again to do another presentation for us in assembly this week on Thursday. But on May 24th, which is next week, through May 27th, in the Lombard Gym at 4:15, they will start to have kind of tryouts for the STEP team. So it's kind of an open gym. So May 24th through the 27th, I'll make sure staff has that to put in their Google Classroom. So I wanted to make sure that you had that. And then 6th grade, today, Wednesday, May 18th, 6 o'clock to 8 p.m., you can head to the new 712 complex for a self-guided open house. You do need to make sure you have a guardian with you, but please take advantage of that opportunity to take a look at your school that you'll be attending next year. I hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful Wednesday. I need to get some sleep and get myself healthier, but I hope everyone, again, really thinks about what story do they want to be able to tell that is about themselves in a positive way. Go be great, Zephyrs.